What's going on, guys? Bacon here. Today we're playing the NHL 20 beta. Now, if you aren't in the game yet, you can download it for free on Xbox or PS4. All you gotta do is search it in the store and then download it. Once again, it is free. You might as well try it out, right? But today I'm gonna give you my first impressions about this game. And first things first, by the way, I'm playing online versus. I'm playing against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I am the Vegas Golden Knights and also the guy that just got rocked right there. But let's start this video off with something I thought was kind of a minor, and it's that scoreboard at the bottom. Wait, watch this pass. Oh, come on! Weak pass! He's on a breakaway! But we got the poke on. Look, he held it out, got the poke on. Flawless! Perfect! That was perfect! I thought the scoreboard being moved to the bottom would have been a minor issue, but I've never seen so much chatter on something cosmetic like this. I'm not a cosmetic guy. Quite frankly, I couldn't care less. I haven't noticed it get in my way during the game. Not one time. It actually seems to kind of fade in the background to me. I mean, it's clearly there now that I'm watching back, but it just hasn't bothered me at all. It's a non-factor to me, but I've seen a lot of people really not liking it at the bottom. I won't be surprised if EA shoves it back to the top for the main game. I mean, we're used to it there. It's always been there. I'll be shocked if they actually don't. There's just too much chatter about it, and I'm surprised how many people care, but they do. Nice tuck by Max Pacioretty. Right off the skate there. Check it out. Watch the replays too. Replays way better this year. Remember last year? Sometimes the second replay, that's a great replay. And they slow it down, not me. That's not my video editing. They're slowing it down. Replays are way better. Nice little touch there, EA, by the way. But last year, those replays, sometimes the second replay would be from the other end of the arena. You couldn't even see what was going on. It was pointless. I'm not sure why that ever went through, but way better now. So improvement number one for sure. Scoreboard, I won't be surprised if it gets changed. Aggressive goalie. Speaking of enthusiasm, though, I mean, the new announcer, this guy's got tons of enthusiasm. I try to match aggressive goalie for aggressive goalie, and a massive fail rate there. I actually kind of like the new announcer, though. I think it's not going to matter who you put in there as an announcer, but it's going to be 50. You love it or you don't. It's going to be the same way for anyone you put in there. Not everybody's going to love it. I mean, I kind of like it so far. I'll probably eventually turn it off like I always do. But for now, I like the change. I'm liking the change. But let's talk a little bit of gameplay, because that's what matters the most to me, and that's probably why you're here. Should I get this game? How does it feel, Bacon? And I'm telling you, look at that little wraparound. Let's hope that isn't a thing. I think that one was a fluke. You can check it out. A little backhand through the legs. Carlton likes it, though. But right off the bat, I thought this game actually felt slower. But as I played it more, I've kind of adapted a little bit to what seems to work a little bit better. And I'm using the straight line because you get some pretty darn good speed on a straight line. When you're turning, you're twisting, you're making sharp turns, it seems to slow it down. The passing slower. We'll talk about that in a second. So there's definitely some factors that made the game feel slower. But as I've adapted a little bit, the game speed, I actually don't mind it. It doesn't feel too bad if you use it to your strengths, right? There is a trip right there. That trip has always driven me nuts. That guy was in front of me. He was in front of me. Yeah, I did tap his skates, but I was going for the puck. But because he holds it out. Anyways, the backhands are good. We have to switch to the backhand. The backhands might be the go-to, especially on a move like that. If you can get in close, I think you're going to be going to the backhand rather than the forehand. That's an early impression right there. Check it. Boom. That slow-mo replay. I'm liking it. So overall, the game speed is actually not too bad. In my opinion, I don't think it's too bad at all. And one major improvement that they made. Last year it kind of became a joke, especially when you got into some good players. Even watching the GWC, that is the Gaming World Championship for NHL. Remember, the actual NHL Twitter tweeted out, what was it, the game-winning goal or something? The guy was on a one-on-one or a two-on-one outside of the blue line, heading into the offensive zone, and he turned his back. He started skating backwards outside of the blue line. L2 or left trigger, whatever console you're on, skating backwards essentially was... It became kind of a joke. It was so effective. That was the go-to move from outside the blue line. There was a massive issue, and EA has made it very ineffective now from what I've seen so far. I've tried it a few times. I've even lost the puck a few times when doing it. And you know what? Compared to what we had last year, I agree. You should actually lose the puck. I'd rather you lose the puck than have it effective like you did last year. Way better. Such a joke. It actually, that and the bumps kind of ruined it. There is a charging penalty, and I've been getting quite a few charging penalties. I mean, I think we should tone down the charging penalty just a hair, because that one, I mean, I don't know. I want to lay people out. I really want to just smoke everybody on the ice. The charging penalty, I don't know if we should be so strict on the charging. That's a minor complaint. If you don't have to do anything. Watch us play by this guy, though. Oh my gosh. He waited me out perfect. That was unreal. You see that? He waited me out perfect. I'm on a 5-on-3 from that trip before, and then that charging penalty. He waits me out, and then he'll tease her up, lets her go. Earned it. Had to show both replays. Just awesome. But the L2 is way better than what you had before. EA, please don't go back. I'm also getting a lot of poke checking penalties. I've seen some people say, you should get more penalties for poke checking if it's poorly timed. No, I'm getting several. I'm getting lots. It's good. It's good, EA. It's good. In my opinion, it's great. Please don't make it more. The frustration's already set in. It's already set in. I'm getting several penalties, charging and poke checking, and he costs me again in this game. Here he is. He's up 4-3. We've got a battle here. Fairly close in stats. I think I got him a little bit, but those penalties have been killing me. I got to call timeout. We got to swap that momentum. Is there timeout cheese in this beta? We're about to find out. Watch this shift right here, though. Boom. Wires it high and wide. Look at that D-man. That was computer. Keeps it in for me. Thanks, comp. Off the bar. Oh, my gosh. So high and wide off the bar. We just called that timeout. Little pass, tucks it. Nicely done. Nicely done. Lots of chances there. Finally buries it. That cross crease seems to be the go-to move, as it has been in past years, but I think we're back to it. You're the cross crease. You're the 1T. We do got to talk about that passing, though. As you've seen, he just coughed it up. It was my computer that picked that off. The passing, once you play the beta, you're going to realize the passing is really weak. Really soft passing. And I know they have already said it's going to be 5 miles per hour faster. Passing is going to be 5 miles per hour faster in the main game. Which, like, what does 5 miles per hour mean? We're playing a video game. Like, I don't know. Whatever that means, it's going to be a little bit faster, I guess, right? And I think it could use it, but as I said on Twitter, while it is frustrating on offense, when you're trying to make a pass, you're trying to get it to your guy, and it gets picked off quite a bit. On the same note, on defense is actually nice. For once, that most obvious one-timer that your opponent's going for, and you can see it coming from a mile away. You know he's trying to set up that 1T. Your guy actually picks it off right now. So I'm not even sure if I want them to make a change yet. It's almost too early for me to tell. I'm kind of getting, maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe I'll get used to the slow passing, and I'll adapt to it on offense. But if my opponent is trying to force that cross crease, maybe I want him to pick it off all the time. Maybe I want my computer defense, or me, standing out front to actually pick it off, rather than past years, he eventually forces it through because he got laser passes. I don't know. Maybe it's not a bad thing. It does feel super weak right now. Maybe we would get used to it. Look at this little cut in. Inside the hash mark snipe. Is it back? I haven't been scoring too many like that, but we got one here. Check it out. That slow-mo replay is great. It really is. So the passing is weak. It's probably the weakest part of this beta, in my opinion. I actually haven't found the goalies to be too bad. I've seen some people say they're weak. Some people say they're actually pretty good. I personally think they're pretty good. They get beat on one-timers if the guy's open and cross creases, but shouldn't they? Shouldn't they get beat on that? I actually think they probably should. Shooting, I know EA said that they were going to tweak the shooting so you don't have that awkward moment or awkward attempt. Haven't even noticed that too much. There's been a couple times, but it hasn't been game-breaking by any means. So if they've actually made it even better, not to an extent that it exposes the goalies more, then maybe that's a positive. Puck pickups, I haven't even noticed them to be too bad. There's been a couple times I've curled just before. I've anticipated the pickup a little bit early, and my radius, my range of where my guy will pick up the puck isn't quite where I think it is, but I think that's just my own need to adapt to that. But otherwise, the puck pickups haven't even really been terrible for me either. I've played maybe 10 to 12 games right now. Haven't noticed that to be an issue either. So overall, I'm actually having a fun time with the beta. Mind you, I haven't played NHL in about 7 months, so I'm in a bit of a honeymoon phase, especially with the new game. We ended up taking this guy. It was a good game. Overall, I think passing's probably the main thing right now, but like I said, I don't even know if I hate it. I think the thing that scares me most, as you guys seen last year, is EA has already said that there is 8 weeks of updates already for the main game that isn't in this beta. And I'm just wondering, how many major changes did they make? I don't know, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think of the NHL 20 beta. Please leave your comments in the section below, and also follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to hit that little bell. I need you to like this video, hit that bell, because I've been away for a while. 7 months without a video. I need you guys to help me get back on track. If you want more NHL 20 beta videos and NHL 20 videos, hit that like button, hit that bell, because YouTube will not notify you of my videos because I've been away so long. So you got to get me back in the game. Hopefully you guys like this video. We'll see you guys soon.